In this video, I would like to explain about evaluation of software economics. So the first topic is software economics. So in this one, to estimate any software cost, the following parameters are required. So those parameters are size, process, personnel, environment, and required quality. So first we discuss about size. So size is measured in terms of lines of code, source lines of code, and the functional points required. Okay, so size is mentioned, measured two ways. One is source lines of code, another is functional point. Okay, second one is process. So process used to produce a end product. In a particular ability of the process is to avoid non-value activities. So those non-value activities are rework, so delays, communication overheads. So process is nothing but to produce the end process. So end process, and to avoid the non-value adding activities. Those activities are rework, communication overhead, and those the things. And third one is personal. So the personal is nothing but the capability of software engineering personals. And next one is environment. Environment is nothing but which is made up of what are the tools so we have to use, what are the techniques we have to support to a particular project. So this is nothing but environment of our project. So and next fifth one is quality. It includes the what is the features for the particular project, what is the performance, what are the reliability, what is the flexibility of the project. So these are the five different functionalities. Have to decide the cost of the project. So the cost of the project will decide these five different functionalities. So the relationship among all those functionalities is effort equal to personal into environment into quality into size power process. Okay, so there are three generations of basic technologies in advancement tools, components, and progress. So there are three generations. Here we discussed about three generations. One is conventional, which is the time period 1960 to 1970. Another is transition, which is the time period is 1980 to 1990. And third one is modern, which is it is 2000 later. So in the diagram, it shows the three generations of software economics leading to the target objective. Okay, so first one, so in 1960s and 1970s we have to use the waterfall model and functional design concepts, and all the projects is in this period diseconomy of scale. That means this economy of scale means we leads to estimated budget. Okay, so then next coming to the transition period. In the transition period, so here we have to improve the process improvement. So here the encapsulation based, so and the diseconomy of scales will occurs. So here also some diseconomy of scale is occurs. In the modern approach, that is 2000 later, here we have to use iterative development approach. So here we have to use the component based. Here the returns of investment, ROI, return of investment will occurs. Okay, so here one more point is in this diagram, it shows the environment in the sorry in the transition in the sorry in the conventional period, the environment is a custom environment. Custom environment and environment means each and every project, each and every module, we have to prepare its own. Okay, so size is 100% custom. Process is ad hoc. Okay, coming to in transition phase, the environment is off the shield and separate. Okay, here the size of the project is 30% is components are used, so 70% is custom based. Okay, so process is repeatable. So comparatively previous days, and that is conventional approach. So total overall projects will prepared currently. So now coming to the transition phase, 30% are used previous programs, we can develop it on that previous program. Now 70% is develop custom, so that is currently developed. The process is repeatable. So coming to the modern approach, so environment is off the shelf and integrated environment. Size is 70% component based, 30% custom based. So process is managed and measured. Okay, so coming to the typical project performance. So performance conventional is bad. So always it is a over schedule and over time period, over schedule and over budget. So here in the always in the conventional period, so we can leads to the but estimation budget, and we can leads the estimation time also. So here in the unpredictable, so here in the transition phase, performance is unpredictable, and sometimes on budget, on schedule, sometimes sometimes it may leads over budget and over schedule. So coming to the modern approach, it is predictable. So it is predictable. So usually always on schedule projects are developed in the predictable in the modern practice approach. So these are the three generations. One is conventional, another is transition, another is modern practices approach. Okay, so and below graphs will shows the return of investment in three different domains. Okay, then next go for the pragmatic software cost estimation. So in the if there is a no proper well documented case studies, then it is the difficult to estimate the cost of the software. So that is once the cost of the software is difficult to estimate, so no, there is no well documentation for those one. Okay, so it is one of the critical problem in the software cost estimation. So in order to estimate the software cost, we require several models. Those models are COCOMO model, checkpoint model, estimate model, knowledge plan, prices. These are all different models to estimate the software cost. So which is frequently we are using the cost model, COCOMO model. Okay, whether the measure of this COCOMO model is measuring by the two parameters, one is SLOC and another is functional point. So here we have to use software manager and software architecture and software development assessment manager. What are the cost models we are used, what is the cost estimation, and what are the risk and options, options, trade-off and alternatives we are used to estimate the cost of the software.